Hello, my name is John Peterson. I'm the Chief Product Officer here at Ayla Data. Over the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you the Starlight Security Analytics Platform main dashboard. The first thing to take note of is the spinning globe at the center of the dashboard. What this is representing is malicious connections that are happening within your network to and from various locations around the world. Right above the spinning globe, we have what's called the Cybersecurity Kill Chain Tachometer. On the tachometer, we're showing the critical and total anomalies by kill chain stage. The first stage of the kill chain is the reconnaissance stage. The next stage is the delivery stage, exploitation, installation, command and control, and actions and exfiltration. Above the tachometer, we find a counter here that represents how many malicious files have been detected from the built-in sandbox. To the right of that is showing how many intrusion detection alerts that have been triggered that's based on the IDS system that's built into the product. Above that is the number of assets that have been discovered because Starlight has a built-in asset discovery system, the number of sensors that are active, and the total amount of data that has been ingested per day. Above that, you'll find the drop-down of all of the different sensors. You can actually look at the main dashboard for all of the sensors, or you can look at the dashboard based on a specific sensor. To the right of that, we will show you the various time selectors that you can choose from. You can look at things based on relative time, daily time, or absolute time. I can change that to look at, say, the past 5 hours if I want to. And then here is where I can look at all events that are currently in an open status versus new, in progress, ignored, and closed. This is based on the built-in trouble ticketing system that the platform has. So let's go back and look at all sensors. And now let's take a look at what's happening here on the left-hand side. On the left-hand side, we display all of the internal hosts that have suspicious activity happening with them. This is sorted by risk score. So we have the 87 here representing this IP address as a current risk of 87, whereas this one right here has a risk of 66. On the right-hand side, we have the same type of view, but this is based on external host. And you'll notice as I move over the assets that the spinning globe changes to a view that's just specific for that asset. It's showing the malicious connections and communications that this particular asset has within this period of time. In this case, the last 5 hours. And in the bottom area here is where you can actually create a custom dashboard. In the custom dashboard area, you can simply click Edit. And when going into the Edit view, you actually have a canvas area where you can actually build and draw new types of charts to be displayed on your main dashboard. One last thing to note is that the main dashboard has a search bar. This is where you can actually filter out things that are on your dashboard and only show things that are relative to what you care about. So for example, if I want to look at all connections that have the keyword China in the records, I can simply search on that. I can even use Boolean logic and say I want to look for all connections that have the keyword China, but that do not have a source IP reputation of being good. So tell me everything that has the keyword China that has a reputation other than good. The other thing that's on the dashboard is the most recent and most critical event that has been detected for a particular asset. You'll notice that here where I'm hovering over the process anomaly detection. That is the most critical and most recent event that has occurred for this specific asset. To get more information on that, I simply click on the eye icon, and I'll get a pop-up here that actually shows me a view of where the connection came from, in this case, New Jersey, and the reputation of that IP address, which in this case was a brute forcer, communicating with my server here in Redmond, Washington. That concludes the 5-minute intro of the Starlight dashboard, and I hope you found that useful.